So initially I said I was going to do a, a review after a week, but I'm too busy. But basically now what I'm doing is installing my panel by myself, DIY. This DIY is not for not regular DIY. If you don't have any knowledge of solar installation, don't do it, or you can do some research and do it. But there are a lot of things that comes between solar and installing it. So basically, this is a cable. This is not a normal cable. This is called a solar cable. Basically, it's called a PV cable, which is best for solar installations. Yeah, don't ever let anyone, even if you are not the one installing it, don't ever let any electrician or engineer use a normal cable. You know, most engineers in Nigeria, or I don't even want to call them engineers because it's an insult to engineers. Most solar installers in Nigeria use normal DC cable, which is very, very wrong. Normal DC cables will get destroyed by sunlight and rainfall in like 5 years or less, but this can withstand sunlight and rainfall for 25 years. So that's the difference. So that's the one I'm using now. You will also know that there's a huge difference in price. Number two is that I'm using the itel power tank, and I'm using the 500 watts panel with its 535 watt Jinko bifacial panel. So basically, you see, if you have this power tank, it's best for you to use big panels actually. Nothing more than 550, or just stick to 535 or 410. But it's best to go 500 to 535 because you will need to charge it quick and also use it while charging it, so you'll be able to have 100% battery by the time it's sunset. So that's why it's very important to use a big panel to with the itel power tank. So yeah, so that's the panel I'm using, 535 watts panel. And yeah, so what you also need to understand is that most installers in Nigeria don't even know what this is. This is called an MC4 connector. And by the way, let me just tell you something. I am not an engineer. I'm not an electrical engineer. I actually studied finance, but I had to do all my research to understand, because when I started calling installers to come and help me install the panel, most of them didn't even know basic things about solar. I asked one, like, does he have an MC connector plier? He said he doesn't even understand what I was talking about. And the guy was literally the owner of the company. The guy I called, he was literally the owner of the company. For the past week, I bought the panel over a week ago, and I have called multiple solar installers or whatever, and only one of them had enough knowledge on solar. Only one. And that one guy is extremely busy. He's also in my area, like literally living in a suburb, but he's actually the most experienced one and the most educated one among all of them, the ones I've called in town. By the way, I live in Kaduna. Kaduna is it has a very huge solar market. If you live in Kaduna, you understand what I'm saying. If you live in Kaduna and you go to central market, you understand that the solar market in Nigeria, in Kaduna, is ridiculously large. So yeah, you need these MC4 connectors for the extended or extension cable. So because this cable right here is a PV cable, and this is a 6 mm or 10 AWG thickness cable. Basically, that's the size of the cable, 6 mm or 10 WG. So basically, what it basically means is that this is the best cable to use if you are using a panel above 300 watts. If you are using anything 400 and above, this is the cable you use, because even the itel power tank, the specification they give, you can see it here, is you can see it says 60 volts and max 60 volts and 13.5 amps. Basically, so you have to use this cable, and you cannot use more than 10 yard of this cable. In short, I did what I bought was 9 yards just to be safe. The reason why you cannot use more than 10 yard is because when you go above 10 yard, the voltage becomes very inadequate. So basically, the voltage drops becomes too much. What you need is at worst 13% drop, and if you go over 13% 10 yard of this cable, it will drop less than 3% volts, which is like really bad for your for your inverter or wherever for your power tank or inverter, because dropping a volt can literally destroy the inverter or power tank or whatever you're using. So that is very crucial for you to know the length. So if you're using a 500, basically if you're using a 410 panel, which is the specification for itel power tank, what itel actually said you can use 410 to like 590 or like 590 panel. But let's just say if you're using, let me just educate everyone, even people that aren't using power tank, itel power tank. So basically, if you are using a 500 watts panel or 400 watts upward, you need this cable, a 6 mm cable, solar cable, 6 mm solar cable, 6 mm PV cable, and it has to be less than the 10 yard or 10 yard. It's best for you to go 9 yard, you understand? So after that, you also need PV connectors. Don't ever connect like direct. Most of these guys, these solar installers, that's what they do. They just cut off this place, and then connect it, and then cut off this one that comes with the power tank, cut off this and then join it, and then also go to the panel and do the same thing and cut off this one. It's like so ridiculous. So yeah, that's basically it. So cable, 6 mm, MC4 connector, and panel not above 550 watts. It's best to even use 535 to have the best electricity, because me now with this panel and this power tank now, I'm totally off grid. If the NEPA light, they should never bring light again till the end of time. I will never use NEPA again. So that's basically it. Even though we have lights now, our light is like, it's not the best, but it's also not horrible. But like, I don't have time to be, you'll just start using, you'll be watching TV or wherever, and light will just go off and come. Like, I don't have time for that. So yeah, that's basically it. And yeah, that's what I started video is saying the DIY, because look at, I'm using normal plier to install it, because I'm not an engineer. If I had a commercial job for installing panel, which I'm actually thinking of opening a company, because I'm way more knowledgeable than all these guys. I will obviously need an official MP4 crimper, basically MP4 plier. But this is what I used, and since I'm residential, it's not a big deal. And I'm also not using, this is not a business, so I'm not, if I destroy my own panel and my power tank, that's my own. But if I'm running a business, I have to like do the best for my customers, basically. So if any installer uses plier, like, run away, don't like. So that's basically it, man. You can see razor blades, you can see sellotapes. And the reason I'm using the sellotape is because I'm trying to test, because when I go to other side of the cable, I will prefer to have a complete seal. You see, there's a seal on the MP4 which will basically protect it from water. So that's the point of the MP4 connector. MC4, I say MP4. MC4 connector is that it protects the wires from any, basically water resistant 100%, because there is a gasket, like a gasket there that protects it, a rubber gasket that protects it. So basically I'm just testing with a sellotape and see. And now I've already calculated how many rows I have to go if I want to connect the one on the outside, so I can have like, without sellotape it will still seal it, but I want to have like 110% seal or 200% seal. So that's why I'm just testing it sellotape. But you don't even need the sellotape for the most part, but just to be 100% sure. So that's it, man. I hope this video helps you out. And yeah, the power tank is good actually. I've been using it for like, I don't know, 3 months now, or 2 months plus, I think 3 months. And yeah, it's a really good power station or solar generator, whatever you want to call it. Really gets the job done. Yeah, that's it, man. If you want to buy the power tank, just buy it. It's good. I heard that it's expensive now or whatever. I bought mine for like 320, I think. So yeah, so when I get to the roof and whatever, I'll update you all. Now I am done with the connection. You can see it's charging. It's ridiculously fast actually. I started charging it like, I don't know, maybe like 3 minutes ago, or maybe 4 minutes, I don't even know, like 4 minutes ago or 3 minutes ago, and it's already, I started at 87% and it's 93% already. So that's the advantage of using a big panel. It charges really fast. So let me show you the panel itself. So this is the panel. You can see this is my connection of the MT4, and this is the panel. 535 watts Jinko panel, and I don't even need to say whether it's original or not, because it's too fast for it to be fake. Way too fast. It's faster than NEPA. So like there's nothing even, like I'm totally upgraded now. So thank God. So this is where I did my magic connections, and that's the panel.